What's up, you beautiful people? It is I, your boy Luke. I haven't played this game in a hot fucking minute. It's been like, I think at least a month. Like right around when I released the last part, I think it's the last time I played. I'm like a little confused about what happened in my playthrough, because after playing the game, I watched like my girlfriend's playthrough up to where I was. I watched like Dashi's playthrough. I'm not exactly sure what happened in my own playthrough anymore, but I think it's gonna, as I play, it's gonna come back to me. So I don't know why I waited so long. We've been busy doing other stuff, and because I've actually really been looking forward to knowing what happened. So let's find out. Wait, why I don't have any audio? So I saved Kate. I blamed the teacher, Mr. Jefferson. Frank ended up with the gun. Right, we infiltrated the school. We did not take the handicap money, although she ended up. Oh my god, it's all coming back to me. What the fuck happened at the end of the last episode with the fucking wheelchair? Oh my god. I'm sorry, like, it's probably been a while since you've watched my video as well, so just a refresher, I guess. Right, we went back in fucking time, and then this fucked up shit happens, which I said, like, there's no way is, like, real, because they didn't give you a choice. And then she wakes up in the present, and she's friends with that bitch, and then she's in the fucking wheelchair. You know, you see, that's what she gets for wanting to steal the handicap funds. Can I get some audio, please? Oh, fucking finally. Crab. I really want to finish this game, like, soon, so the next few videos should be coming out pretty steadily, hopefully, for all of you, like, 5 people who watch this fucking playthrough. Don't show me dead whales. First, that's sad, and 2, what is this, Dishonored? Damn, there's a lot of them, too. Yeah, what the fuck is up with the dying animals? It's still... I don't know how the game can wrap up, like, all the shit that's been happening in just, like, 2 episodes. Because there's a lot of weird shit happening in this town. In the world, because there was the fucking eclipse. Like, everything is just kind of centered on this town, except that, which is like, would have... Oh god. Here we fucking go. You're gonna get sand in her wheels. That's gonna smell like fucking death. Why would you want to go take a walk there? It's not very relaxing, is it?
It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
It was nice that you sent me actual letters.
I did?
More than any of my other friends have done. And you even wrote on that cool parchment paper. It's so Max.
So pretentious. But I love writing on it like an English poet.
How quirky.
You deserve the best stationery.
Probably easier to write than to visit me.
There's no way things are gonna stay this way. There's no way.
In a bitchy way. Not totally. You probably wanted to avoid awkward conversations like this.
Pretty much. Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop?
So what happened with Rachel in this timeline?
The best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
The perfect shot.
See? Without you here, I'd have no clue. Bet you could take some amazing shots.
Not with these things lying around.
So sad.
There's so many.
I kind of know how they feel. At least, I'm alive here with you.
Yeah, at least you're alive.
You're a real survivor, Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
So what happened in this timeline? Did she get hit by a car or something?
I can do that. Along with my parents. My dad still feels guilty about buying that car.
Yeah.
Are you okay to talk about the accident?
We never actually have, huh? There's not much to say. Some prick in an SUV cut me off and I flew into a ditch.
Do you remember everything?
I saw everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap and...
Ugh.
And that was the last thing I ever felt in my body.
Damn.
When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Jesus. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm just happy I did get to see you again. I could have ended up vanishing out of the blue like that girl from Blackwell.
So Rachel still goes missing?
What missing girl?
I don't know her name. I just read about it in the news. I feel bad for her family.
Which would mean that her disappearance has nothing to do with
a different world
her being
than
around
when
Chloe.
We were kids, isn't it?
After that snow and eclipse, it's more like the end of the world.
What? So all this shit still happens? Okay, so we're really at the exact same moment in time that we were previously, except now things are different. So there's still been the snow, there's still been like the eclipse and shit? I didn't notice what she said. I wish it showed you the last sentence they say. Mass Effect does that. You think?
Do you think so? I haven't kept up with the details.
Neither.
I have more time on my hands than you. Plus, I'm a science nerd.
Are you?
But none of this makes sense.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together, I don't feel afraid.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again. You don't even know.
Listen, Chloe, I'm sorry I haven't been out to see you more. That was wrong. You're my best friend.
Well, weren't you still in Seattle?
Max, thanks for coming out to see me. You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place?
Can she at least
It is
move like
hella
her
cold
fingers and shit? How does she...
I hate that word, no offense.
None taken.
Really? No, okay, yeah, she can still move on her own, so she's gotta be able to move her fingers at least. What's wrong with Hella? So, like, did Max explain what just happened from her point of view? Like, if you give her a choice, what do you think she'd say? Like, if you were like, oh, would you rather be in a wheelchair like this? Or would you rather your dad died when you were young and your mom remarried? It's like, it really puts things into perspective. But then again, like, I feel bad for saying that. I mean, is it bad to say that it sucks being paralyzed? I don't think even paralyzed people will argue with that.
Oh, it's a pretty high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell.
Oh, man.
But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me. I know it's hard for them.
Jesus.
They're grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, I know.
Chloe, you're a great daughter. You're kind and sensitive when you don't even have to be.
Trust me, I still get my rage on. Especially when a nurse has to watch while I take a dump so she can wipe my bum. Or when doctors flip me around like I was a science doll.
I can't even imagine. But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I, need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
There's a ramp to the door. Like, oh, it's all fun and games when you put that in a game, you know? But knowing that there's people that this is their actual life, just kind of fucks me up. Imagine, like, you're someone who's... I mean, I guess if you're paralyzed, you wouldn't be playing a game like this. Or, I don't know, maybe they are. Like, imagine you're in a wheelchair, whatever, you're playing a game like this, and like, yeah, sure sucks, doesn't it? It's like your whole predicamen's kind of used as a... But like I said, you can't argue that this is a situation that fucking sucks. What's the journal again? There you go. I need to know, like, what the fuck. Ah, oh, she got a bunch of... What the fuck? So everything is just like So it's like all this alternate version. Or like all the relationships with other people aren't there anymore and shit. Oh, all these people are writing me. Am I really friend with fucking Victoria? Max, you busy girl? 10-8, is that today? Victoria's being all nice, she's sending little smileys. It's so weird. Like, you'd think even if she had a different path in life, would she really become... Because here I am overthinking this shit again. This is why you watch, right? So, the only thing that changed in this timeline is that Chloe's dad didn't take his car, which then means he didn't die. But like, why does it mean that Max's entire life is different? Like, did that event also impact her life this much? Why did she originally move away? Wasn't it just for like her parents' work or like for a school or something? Like, she wouldn't just become a prep girl just because she... Because originally she didn't stay, like in this timeline, she just went to see Chloe for the first time. And originally she also didn't keep in touch with her. So like you would think that she had the same path in both timelines, right? Like the only thing is she wouldn't have like this, I guess the grief of having like her friend's dad die. So I don't understand why in this timeline she's friends suddenly with like Victoria and all these prep kids. Some of your bills... Please don't be so snippy. So she's just spending all this money and shit? Like... Okay, so again... Is the Max that I'm now... Because like you can see she's acting like different. I mean, obviously because she's friends with these people, right? So is the Max that I'm now... Like her mind is the mind from the Max from the other timeline, right? The one where she was friends with Chloe and shit? So like her mind and memories just got transported into this alternate timeline. So all of a sudden she's acting different, right? So like she's seeing on her phone all these things that she said a couple of days ago to her own mom. Now all of a sudden she has the mind of like someone different. So her parents gonna be like, "You're acting different." Like all her friends were like, "What's wrong?" This is so weird. She would love to hear from you. See you soon. So much to do. I wish I could slow down time, especially to reach... Busy. Can't write, must shoot, must live, must befriend, should rekindle Chloe. So she was still thinking about Chloe. I'm so confused on the fucking timeline. Like, when did she text this? It's a shame that you hang out with those people. I thought you were different. Why would she think that, though, if she just has always been this person in this timeline? This is all so fucking weird. Excuse me, I know you're thirsty, but I'm just gonna look around your room for a while. Mouth control. Oh my god.
Whoa, Chloe can totally control her computer.
How does that even work?
It's so great people get this high-tech help. That's so cool that Chloe has made friends online.
Hot Wheels chat room.
I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun.
I mean, you can't.
This is so cool that you're here again.
I'm glad you think so.
It is.
Man, Joyce and William built a whole new bathroom for Chloe. They're so great.
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
I wonder who this is. Kind of a generic card.
Megan. I mean, generic. It's what the fuck more do you
I
need?
wasn't very available to Chloe. Real nice.
Just thought I'd drop you a quick note to let you know I'm thinking about you. I feel so lame writing shit like I hope you are well, etc. I know your life is so different now and I don't want that to get in the way of our friendship. Yes, I haven't been around lately, but that will change soon. I hope you are well.
At least I sent road trip selfies to Chloe. I'm sure that made her feel great.
I mean, of course, you'd think like it would make her feel like shit, but at some point you kind of have to accept, like, oh, of course people can do things I can't do, and like she'd probably reach a point where she should just be happy for others. I don't know if you ever become okay with it.
Snow globes are taking over.
She does love her snow globes.
Oh man, she has to use that ventilator just to breathe.
It's the fucking worst. It's such an unfair fucking trade-off. It's like, Oh, my dad didn't die, but I'm paralyzed now. It's like, it's like in any other case, you would. Ah.
Drink up, Buttercup.
Oh man. No wonder my throat is dry. I don't think I've talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your face right now. A podcast? Dude, I am a pod in a cast. Boring.
And podcasts were just beginning
It
in
was just a
2013, but now everyone's got a podcast.
I know you're just trying to help.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in another life.
Sure seems like yesterday for me.
To me, it seems like yesterday we were little brats here, watching Power Rangers and destroying the kitchen.
Oh my god. We covered everything in flour. Even my parents.
That was so hilarious.
But a long time ago. You're the only person that I grew up with who visits me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
Well, I'm here.
You have me. I'm not leaving you, Chloe.
Well, you didn't visit me a lot either. I mean, I loved your cards and photos, but...
I know I wasn't around much.
But
No excuses, I'm a loser. But I am trying to make things right.
How? Dude, you're not Supermax. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
kind of are a little bit. Of course she's fucking lonely.
They love you so much.
I know. My mom and dad are so cute. They always pop in here and make sure everything's okay with me.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
America! America is a fucking dystopian place. I keep forgetting that this is the reality for so many people. It's like, it sounds so fucking unbelievable that people have to pay their fucking medical bill for shit like this that they can't control. That's I could not be happier that I wasn't born in the United States.
I bet. This tech must be crazy expensive.
Along with the drugs, the nurses, the supplies. Mom and dad are always broke, and they get so frustrated. Is it worth it?
Chloe, you're priceless.
Haha!
No pun intended.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See, I'm practically a human entertainment system. It would be sweet to chill out together and watch a movie like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I always cry at the end. Plus, you know I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Pris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when we watch movies.
Especially Blade Runner and movies from that era.
Swear I won't fall asleep.
I've never seen Blade Runner, and I actually put it on Netflix the other day. It was pretty late, and I fell asleep after like 10 minutes. Because these movies from that era are so like slow and mellow, and they have like a lot of silence. I remember when I was a kid, me and my friend had all the Star Wars on VHS, and like we always used to put fucking Return of the Jedi really late at night, and I always fell asleep on it because it's so like just mellow.
Ah, here's the DVD. Oh my god, I made that mix for her when we were 12.
I used to do a bunch of mixes and draw little pictures on the CDs.
Glad to see you're as nosy as ever.
I sure am. I sure am.
Despite everything, they're still a happy family again. What a bastard. I totally should have let Chloe steal your bullshit fund, even if it wasn't another reality.
Basically, he's just saying that the school doesn't really have the renovations necessary for someone in a wheelchair, which is kind of it sucks. But I don't know if I'd call him a bastard for that. It's not really up to him. I mean, he could, but he did have the handicap funds. Like, what did they use the funds for? Is it for some like for other disabilities, or Does he really just keep that money for himself? But it's not like Chloe needed that money in the other timeline though, so it would have still been wrong for her to take that money.
Now we have a movie night.
Hell yeah. I wonder what she does in this room all day. Like right now I'm here to take care of her, but what about the rest of the time? She's just watching TV all day? Man, let's get a couch in here. Is that the actual audio from that movie? Probably not. I'm surprised that I went all of these years without ever seeing like that spoiler of Chloe in the wheelchair.
I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep. Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great seeing you.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit. Fuck. I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you, pretty please, go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Why is it all the way up there?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep this wag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
I'm on it, Chloe.
So, are you sure it isn't too weird for you to be hanging out with me like this?
Why is it weird?
No way. I don't want you to feel weird.
My life is just so different than yours. I mean, we can't just bounce out of here and I'll be doped up half the day in pain. So that's cool. But I do feel grateful I can see the ocean. That I have parents who love me. And that my best friend is here with me today.
Exactly. So, what else do you need?
Well, hot monkey sex would be nice. Oh, look. I made Maxine blush. So, are you dating anyone at Blackwell?
No. I mean, I don't even know if this timeline's Max is dating anyone. Maybe she is. I guess she'd have some texts if that was the case. I just find it so weird that she's always, in either timeline, she's always calling Max her best friend. But it's like she hasn't seen her in years. Like, if I haven't seen... Life moves on, man. Like, if I haven't seen one of my friends in 10 years, I'm not gonna say, like, oh, it's my best friend. Not really.
Not really. No. There are some cute boys there, but you know me.
Not in this timeline, you're not.
Which is stupid, because you're so damn cool. Some bro has to be crushing on you.
I was
Fuck boys.
supposed to go out with this guy named Warren, but I don't think he's into me anymore.
His loss. You need to move on, girl. Plenty of fish in the bay.
Apparently not.
Shit. I sound like my dad.
How is William? Do
you like having your father
like having
alive
him
around you?
Of course. He's my hero. I swear he would do anything for me or Mom. Wish I could do something for him.
You have. You're here with your family.
More like they're here for me. But then so are you. So it's all good.
I understand why, like, kind of all of the dialogue is about her situation and how much it sucks. But, like, if it's been like this for years, I don't think she would still... I don't know. I mean, I can't say I know anyone who's, like, paralyzed. But I would think that after years of being in this situation, you're kind of, you have to accept it. And of course, it would still suck, and I'm sure they would still wish that it didn't happen. But I don't think it would be like the only, because it feels like such a pity party, Yeah, okay, you feel like that for a while, but eventually you'd probably be like, okay, well, this is life. This is just how it is, Just like you get used to anything, I guess. I don't know.
Damn. This is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
Jesus fucking Christ. America. Fuck yeah.
Bonjour. That's great they finally went to Paris.
Oh, I can still rewind? Oh, okay, so the 8th is not today, we're the 10th. Okay. Trying to make sure since you walked away so fast. Nathan was worried too. If you want to talk, hit me up, okay? Love you. If you're mad, just tell me, okay? She sure is nice when she's your friend. I wonder how Max feels about that. Can't I, like, text her back and be like...
They gave Chloe their giant expensive HD TV, and they use her shitty tube television.
I mean, I would. Wouldn't you do that for your kid? Oh, that little mark is still there.
Yep, that's the same graffiti from before.
Someone must have noticed it at some point and be like, what the fuck is there a butterfly here?
Joyce and William never had a garage sale before.
Because they need money, right?
They're drowning in debt just to take care of their daughter. Such bullshit.
Knowing that this is the real situation for a lot of people just pisses me off, man.
Rachel Amber is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything.
That's so weird. I figured her missing was linked to, like, Chloe.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
Hey, what about
I don't know
Chloe,
how to
right?
say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
She is amazing. I'm so glad you're here to help her. And be her father.
I'm so glad Joyce is here to help us both. Max, I just hate to think of what would happen to Chloe if I wasn't here.
You want a summary of it?
I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I mean,
I know
unless I
you will,
disappear in
Max.
some weird time travel thing.
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. Insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
The price is wrong, bitch.
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
I was reading about that missing girl, Rachel Amber.
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
So you finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a
capable.
great experience, especially for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys
Did you
rock
guys
for going
go
on a
before
family
or
adventure
after
like
the...
that.
Oh, it had to
She
be
talked
after.
about going to school there, but that's not practical anymore. It's not fair, Max.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
Is it Joyce?
Oh, Max, it is so nice to have you around.
Hello, Joyce? Joyce?
Look at them. They have no idea what's in their future.
Okay, it's her mom. I was like, is that Rachel? Rachel!
That is such a sweet shot of Chloe. I wonder who took the picture.
Her fucking face on this is just like... Don't mind me going through your shit, do you?
Joyce is already a super mom.
God, I'm really just like right next to her doing this shit.
Oh no. I didn't realize how bad Chloe's injury really was.
So he's basically saying that her condition is getting worse because of breathing problems, and that they should be expecting
Good morning,
anything.
Max. Oh, you and Chloe are so much quieter now than when you were kids.
I remember. It's nice waking up in your house again.
Oh, William and I love it. Finally seeing you and Chloe together after all these years. After the accident.
I have to tell you how much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's been such a hero through all this. Chloe and I are lucky to have him.
Chloe and William seem like they still get along so good.
Yeah, those two are closer now more than ever. Chloe will actually listen to William while she usually ignores me. Oh, it's so cute when they gang up on poor old me.
You rule, Joyce.
Shit, things would be different if I did. I like how you think, kid.
How are you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing the best I can, Max. I won't lie, it's difficult, but nobody said life was easy here in Arcadia Bay.
David, man. She wouldn't even know who the fuck that is.
So, what do you think is going on here with all of this eco-havoc?
Maybe Arcadia Bay just wants to be left alone. I know the feeling. Honestly, I don't give a shit about too much outside our house.
I don't blame you, Joyce.
Except now we have dead birds and beach whales outside our front door. So maybe I should care, for Chloe's sake.
I don't know why I would ask about David Madsen. Obviously, she doesn't know him.
Do you know somebody named David Madsen?
Well, that was random. Yeah, he's a bus driver. He comes in sometimes.
Cute?
Cute, quiet. Why?
Oh, I was just curious.
You always were. Nice to see that everything doesn't change.
Joyce has weird tastes.
I wish I was a better friend. I know Chloe doesn't get many visitors.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best friend for a reason. You're here exactly when she needs you.
I hope so. You guys do such an amazing job taking care of her.
We can only do so much, and she gets damn sick of her parents. That's why it's so important you came to spend time with her. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is very weak, and she... Do you know what I'm saying?
Joyce, I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family, and we'll always be one, no matter what.
I better get back to Chloe now. It's good talking with you, Joyce.
You too, honey.
Chloe's door doesn't have a warning anymore.
What's even in here? Just nothing. Let me just soak in this
I'm
depression
still
here.
overwhelmed by this new reality. And I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this. I could give Chloe the choice of keeping William alive, but that would be cruel.
Can you control what's
But
happening?
then I see that they're a family again. And who am I to judge?
Yeah. It really is like a really difficult decision. I'm guessing we're gonna get a choice between the timelines, and I really don't know what I would choose. It's
How's
me.
it going, Time Tripper? It's funny. I think I look older. Here it is. I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
Sorry for taking forever.
Finally. Give me the blue pill. Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will. Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day. Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo, but can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever. Is that okay?
Perfect. Oh my god, look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
Oh man, there we are making pancakes. I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years
It's
ago.
only been 5 years.
Literally seems like yesterday.
I wish it was.
Me too. This photo. Maybe I could.
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
What are you asking?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
I don't know about that. Come on, man. Don't ask me to do that. Oh my fucking God. No! No! The flashy red screen of death. I totally understand, like, why someone would do either. I totally understand someone who would accept. Totally understand someone who would refuse. But like, she's not asking me while she's sober. You know, she's under morphine. So I'm really iffy about accepting a request that's done while you're under the influence of something. Even though she maybe would say that even sober. But it's also like her parents are struggling so much because they're trying to keep her alive, and it's kind of like just shitting on everything they've done for her to, and like, okay, maybe she's gonna die eventually from this, but like it could be in 6 months, could be in a year, could be in 5 years. I love that. This is so uncharacteristic of this game to be like, yes, no, maybe? Like, why is there an I don't know option? Okay, look. If it was my friend asking me this, I certainly wouldn't just do it on the spot like that, you know? I wouldn't just be like, oh, you asked me this once on morphine? Sure, here you go. Like, if we were discussing it over time, and then you were like, look, I've thought about it for months, like, this is my final decision, I would totally respect it, and I would help however I can. But this is just, it's too sudden. What happens if I just say I don't know? Will I get to rewind this? Usually you can rewind the red choices. I'm just gonna try this.
Chloe, I really don't know if I can do this. I had another friend who wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
It's not the same.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
There we go. I knew it. I knew it. This is so merciful from the game to give you like the option to hesitate and before they throw you in the real binary choice. This fucking music is stressing me out. It's such a big thing to ask your friend. Like, I want to say, oh, she could just ask that to her parents. Like, they feel more because they've been responsible for taking care of her all these years. So like, it should be up to them to put an end to it. But your parents would never fucking do it. I mean, I don't know. I wonder. I guess it depends. I guess some parents would just out of mercy or like out of love, you know. Because you're gonna have bad days where you're like, oh, I wish I could end it all, but then you might have like better days where you're gonna think, oh man, I'm glad I didn't listen. Like I'm sure we've all had these kind of thoughts where it's like everything fucking sucks right now. Like I wonder if it's ever gonna get better. I sure have. Like, I've gone through some real ass depression, and like sometimes I felt like I would never be happy again. I mean, of course I wasn't. In this situation, like, it doesn't even compare. But in my mind, it was still. I still had this feeling like I was never gonna be happy again, like everything was pointless. But then eventually, like, she says her state is getting worse, but we don't know that for sure. Like, it could be getting worse, and then eventually, I don't know, man. Like, you just don't know. And like, yeah, she's in pain. It's just, ugh. God damn. It's like it's not just her, right? It's not just her and the money. It's like her parents are also under fucking crippling debt. But it's still like taking a life. It's too much to put in the hands of a fucking, what is she, like 18? God, that's way too much at that age. Even now, I'm sorry, I've gotta refuse.
Chloe. I can't. It wrecks me to see you in any pain, but I don't have any right to do this.
I'm an adult. I'm giving you the right.
An adult.
Choice. And William.
I already said my goodbyes to them, but they won't honor my wishes. You will, right?
So she's
I
asked
can't
them?
kill you with an overdose.
Max, I'm dying from my illness, not my dosage.
It's not an
This
illness.
accelerates the process. I'd rather go out on a wave than a rock. And I want my best friend to help me out.
I am going to help you, but not like that. You have to.
Like, I'm gonna be around now. We can watch movies. We can, like,
Why, Max?
you know.
You're just bailing on me like everybody else. Why don't you go now? You've been wanting to since you got here, right?
I have not.
So go and don't come back.
Chloe, I am never leaving you again.
See, that's how she's like, I'm an adult. Are you, though? Are you? You look at how she acts in the other timeline, especially where she's so fucking bratty and like, I'm like, okay, technically you're an adult, but come on, you're just a teenager still. Okay, so there it is, right? That's what it comes down to. So would it even matter if I did it? She would just fucking die, and then would I just focus on the photo and go back in the past, and it's like all it changes is that Max has that trauma now that she's killed someone. So this is it. We're done here.
I'm sorry, William.
Well, looks like Max has made the choice for me.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper. Hello? Hey, honey. What?
Oh man.
Oh,
Max is just sitting there like,
Of course I'll come pick you up.
knowing what's about to happen.
Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting.
Dad.
Okay, but what if
world famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake?
these aren't the only two options, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
Chloe didn't get in the accident because her dad didn't die. I mean, yeah, eventually, because he bought her a car. But you could just come back to this point, still save her dad, and then be like, oh, by the way, never buy a fucking car. Or like, even buy a car, but don't go out on this specific day, you know? It's like the game presents these two alternate different options, but that's not all it is. That was just bad luck that this happened. Like, if she wouldn't have been on that street at that exact moment, this wouldn't have happened. So you can still save her dad, and like, I'm still in control here. I could do it. So why not fucking do it? Why not hide the keys, save her dad, and then be like, just tell Chloe, prove to her that you can control time, and then be like, listen, on this day, don't fucking go out in your car. And that's it. Right? I guess there's no... Like, it's like, oh, okay, I guess there's no game otherwise. There's no, like, dramatic stakes. It's like, if you think about it realistically, that's what you should be able to do. So now she's like, oh, I have to doom his father to save her life. But that's not how it is. There's
Max,
other
you're being
options.
so fucking strange. like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
Didn't have to be like this. Arguably, this is still the better timeline. What the fuck are they doing? Carrying like a big plank? My back now?
Chloe, you're back.
Whoa, down, Max. You get one kiss, now you're all over me?
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together. Max, did you forget we've gone over this? I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
Not
Sure
anymore.
was.
I'm just spaced out too.
Welcome back to the real world, Max.
Just tell her.
I don't think I can ever tell Chloe about what happened.
No? Don't you think it would help her maybe understand? Wait, what? I'm trying to remember when the last time we saw her was, and weren't they getting into this big argument and then she drove you to school and she fucking left?
Let's look at the big board and see all our pieces in the puzzle so far.
Like when did all this happen?
I wish I could tell Chloe how much William cared about her.
What's up, guys? Editing Luke here. I was noticing this episode's getting really long. I forgot to record an outro for this section of the game. I made one later, but I'm gonna cut it here because it's getting really long. So thank you so much for watching. This is a really this was a really depressing episode, but I hope you enjoyed it. So catch me in the next one for the rest of episode 4 of Life is Strange. Bye.